You ready for this shit, John?
I'm ready.
Okay, so no pressure at all. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Digging Deep with Doug. Today I'm at Bourton on the Water. I'm MCing for a guy called Tony Vino. This is Bourton Rovers FC, yeah, and we're in their clubhouse. I don't know if you've ever been to Bourton. It's in the Cotswolds. It's an absolutely beautiful area. If you haven't been here, you need to come here. It's fucking stunning. Today, John, you're opening tonight, is that right?
Dougie, yes.
Yeah, and closing is a guy who I used to watch on the telly years ago called Craig Campbell. He's a batshit crazy Canadian guy, and we're gonna have some fun tonight. Now, John, how long you been going, John?
What year is it now? 2025. Yeah. So 23 years, Dougie.
23 years.
Here I am in Bourton.
Yeah,
on a Saturday night.
Living the dream, mate. That's what you're doing. Yeah. And how would you describe your comedy? I'd describe it as you're a one-liner and short storyteller. How would you describe yourself?
Yeah, it's jokes. It's just jokes.
Yeah.
It's just, you're not going to learn about Trump or the world or global warming or what's going on in there. You're not going to get any of that. They're just pure jokes.
Yeah, so you're there just to make people
laugh. We're all different. I get it. We're all different. To me, people come out to get away from all the shit that's going on.
Yeah.
That's my philosophy. Always has been. I get it's old school. I get it's a bit dated, but the audience seem to like it, and I love writing jokes.
Mate, there's nothing dated about writing a good joke. I've been, on the way here, I've been speaking to my mate and he's been doing the same, running a few jokes past me, and I've been telling him a few lines to punch up his jokes. Like, and I've noticed as well with you, am I right in saying that you actually sell jokes to people as well?
Yes, absolutely, mate.
Yeah. You've got the page, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got a Facebook page, and a few of the mainstream guys from the ships come on and they go through it. And they pay for 50 quid for a joke.
Yeah.
No matter if it's a one-liner or whether it's a minute bit, it's a flat fee. 50 quid.
Right.
And once they buy it, that's it. It's theirs.
Yeah, because I've noticed a few jokes that have been on that page because I watch them. There's some really good ones, and then they disappear. So the minute they've bought them, take them off. It's
I ask
theirs.
the act. I say, choice is yours. You know, if you don't mind me keeping it up, I'll keep it up. But it's yours.
Yeah.
If you want me to delete it, I'll delete it.
Yeah.
And rightly so, most of them say, can you delete it?
Yeah.
I've got no problem with that at all. Because I paid the fee, joke's yours.
Well, you've heard my joke about my auntie, my prostitute auntie, sex worker auntie. You've heard that, right?
Yes.
Well, the beginning of that, there's a bit about wholesale, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, that came from a chat that I was having with someone. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because of what you've just said about your flat fee.
Right.
We were talking about it online about something about my auntie being on the game, and this guy went, "Oh, you could say that she's into wholesale," and I was like, "Fuck me, man, that's a good line." Yeah, so I messaged him and I said, "Can I have that line?" And he went, "No, I use it in a joke." I said, "I'll buy it off you." He went, "No." I played it simple, which is understandable. But then lockdown happened. After lockdown, he messaged me. He said, "Are you still interested in that joke?" I said, "Yeah." He went, what do you think would be the sufficient fee? I said, I'll tell you what, put it out there to the World Wide Web. So he put it on one of the comedy pages that we're on, and he said, how much would you sell the joke for? And the main thing that came back was they said, depends on the level of the act and the structure of the joke. So like, if they're lower level, open mics coming up, 20, 25 quid. If they're higher level, 50, £100. So it's good what you're doing with a flat fee.
Yeah, no, it's a flat fee, mate. There's the jokes. Try it, you know, if you want to try it first, no pressure. Yeah. It's a little sideline, mate. It doesn't bring in much, but every now and again you'll sell,
counts.
You know, you'll sell 4 or 5 in a week. And
But there was one a little while ago I seen that I nearly bought.
Okay.
And then it disappeared. So someone's obviously
got
it.
It was?
Can't remember.
No,
but it don't matter anyway.
No. As I say, most acts want it taken off, which I've got no problem with at all. Films of the mainstream guys, they're quite different because a lot of them say to me, you can still do the joke. And I'm like, no, it's your joke.
Yeah.
You've purchased it.
Well, the lad who I bought this, I'll tell you who it was. His name is David Luck. He's an absolute. In fact, I think David should be further than he is in the game. He's a fucking fantastic act. So if you're a promoter out there and you haven't booked David Luck, you need to be booking.
Oh, and your nan does good rates, by the way.
Yeah, me auntie.
Oh,
yeah, that's all right.
You don't know about your nan?
Well, you can do me nan if you want. You'd have to stick your knob in an urn. But here's another thing as well. The joke that I bought off him, I actually dropped the joke and just kept the word.
Okay.
And because he's dropped it, and someone even said to me, they went, well, why did you do that? Other people have used the word wholesale. I said, because he used it on a post of mine, and if I ended up using that in a joke, he could easily turn around and go, we spoke about that, that's took off me, and I didn't want that. I wanted it to be mine then.
Right, I'll tell you something, Cal. And people will disagree with this, and I don't really care, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
There is not a single act on the circuit that is totally original.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if they don't know it.
Yeah.
There's only so many jokes you can write, there's only so many premises of joke. The theory is that there's 6 or 7 types of joke, but I've listened to what I call, you know, original top acts.
Yeah.
And I've heard it before.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't put them up on it because it happens.
Yeah.
You know?
Parallel thinking.
Parallel thinking. Sometimes it's an old joke that they've been brought up with, that they think's original. So we do get very, very precious about material.
Yeah.
Now, if you do work with an act, and there's a few, you know, particularly in the Midlands, where basically it's just a pub joke set. Every single joke you've heard before.
Yeah, yeah.
Every joke. I'm sorry, I'm not accepting that. But the odd one. The odd one that slips in, and it happens. Don't get too precious. Don't get too precious.
Yeah, I've had it. I did a joke early on, and someone picked me up on it and went, that's a Gary Delaney joke. I said, look, why would I have a 20-minute set of all my material and then have a 30-second gag that's stole? Why would I do that?
Yeah.
And then I put it out there into the World Wide Web and said, look, I've been picked up on this joke. What do I do? And that's when I found out about parallel thinking. And they went, have you seen the joke? And I went, no. And then someone, because there's a lot of people with like fucking that are on the spectrum that go that are like fucking Rain Man, and they actually found the joke, sent it me, and it wasn't the same, but it was similar. It was along the same lines. It was parallel. And then I said, so what do I do in this situation? And someone said, the best thing to do is, if you're sending a video out to a promoter, don't put it in your club set. Because if they see it and they think, oh, that's been used, there's a chance. Make sure everything that's in your set that you're sending to a promoter is yours. Don't use it in a competition, because if someone thinks you've stole a joke, they could just knock it off. Whereas sportsmen's dinners, working men's clubs, places like that.
There is a slightly different ethos.
Yeah,
There's a slightly different, you know,
there's places to and places
but
not
at
to.
the end of the day, you know whether you've written the gag or not, if it's your gag. You know, every now and there are a few generic jokes, that's a different argument at all.
I've got one.
There's jokes that are 50 years old that, you know, some acts still use. There's one that I do that maybe I shouldn't do, but it leads on to something else, it tops something else, it finishes, and it just fits in.
Yeah.
You know,
I had one with John Mann as well.
John Mann, another one. You know, John Mann, Gary Delaney, you know, a lot of Gary's jokes I have heard before. I know he's a great writer, I know he spends a lot of time writing. But I've seen his stuff and I'm going, mate, I've heard that 30 years ago. That is not an original joke. Well, but you don't make a fuss about it. It just happens.
John did a joke that I was at a Comedy Hotspot gig, and he did a joke and I went, oh. And Jim turned around, who runs Comedy Hotspot, he said, what's up? I said, I do a joke similar to that. He went, speak to John. So I spoke to John and he says, you ever heard my set before? I went, no. He went, parallel thinking then, Doug. He says, just, if we're on the same bill together, don't do it. And I thought, fucking fair play to you. So it is what it is. Right, anyway.
But we do get too precious about it.
Oh, yeah. If someone nicks something word for word, then it's like, that's plagiarism. You know, we've spent time creating it. Someone did a joke about knobbing their auntie.
People look at my joke page, for example, and they go, oh, them jokes aren't very good, because you're not understanding the process. For them jokes that you see on that page, of 100 jokes, maybe 4, maybe 5 will get used. The other 95 will end up in the bin. So that's why they're not very good. Well, that's why they need a bit of work. That's why they need tweaking. The idea is there. It states down the joke, and that's what it's there for. But most of them ain't going to get used. So please bear that in mind. That part of the process is most of it ends up in the bin.
Well, it goes into your head.
People just think we just make it up. People go, oh, we just make it. No, it really doesn't work like that.
Have you noticed as well? I think like I've come from a different generation now, where like your generation. And like not the older generation, but how comedy used to be was you build up 10 minutes of material, you go to an open mic night, you trial it, maybe walk away with 1 or 2 minutes of worthy. The rest, like you say, goes in the bin. I take that risk online, where if an idea goes into my head, I'll think, that sounds quite funny. I'll make that into a video and see how it does. So then I throw it online, and if it works, sound. If it don't.
Having said that, online, as in words, as in letter, is hard to say.
Oh, this is a video.
If it's a video and you're saying it, then you get the pronunciation, you get the nuance. But the written word is the hardest one to say.
It's all in the delivery.
So if people see my written joke on that page and they can make it work, then it will work.
Yeah.
The
one that I've seen.
Yeah, it's a written, that's a...
The one I've seen, I didn't just see it, I've seen it,
yeah.
and I said it, and I was like, oh, that's a bloody good joke. And then I sat on it for a bit, come back to it, and it was gone. So, so you're doing something right, John. Right, anyway, so I'll let you know where we are anyway. As you know, guys, I'm in a lot of different green rooms doing this. I've been in some beautiful green rooms. Last night I was in one that wasn't a green room, it was a green corner, and people were coming in. Tonight, we're in the Bourton Rovers changing room. So, yeah, it's all right in here, isn't it? They've put us a couple of chairs in here. It's all good.
It smells of deep heat and jockstrap.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
that's what it smells of.
They've even told us there's a shower.
They've got the team board. They've got Pat and Go. I told you I said that. We've still got Pat and Go. What the hell are you thinking of?
Rub it out and change his name.
Yeah, I think I will.
Or just write cow in front of it.
Yeah, the postman.
Yeah. Well, here's the bucket of dreams, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll give it a good shake up. Yesterday I shook it up and everything went everywhere, and I'm not going to get you to pick it up because you're back, John. All right. So right, are you ready for this?
Let's
Do you know anything about it?
Absolutely.
15 minutes of quick fire questions. I'll pull them out of the bucket. I'll pull them out of the bucket. Don't you worry. I'll tell you the questions, and then we go from there. So I'll pop the lid off, and the minute I press this button, we're away. You ready?
Go.
Okay, let's do it. So there you go. Mix them all up. We don't know what's coming out, and your first question is.
Plead the fifth.
What song or artist do you think everyone should know about?
Pink Floyd, Comfortably Numb.
Yeah?
Just one of the best songs ever written. I'm a Springsteen fan.
Yeah.
I'm a massive Springsteen fan.
Yeah.
Early stuff, Thunder Road and Greetings from Asbury Park are my favourite albums. During lockdown, I got into Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
My dad's always listened to Pink Floyd, but obviously back then they were crap, because you don't like what your dad likes, do you?
Yeah, yeah.
But during lockdown, I got into Pink Floyd,
yeah.
and now it's my go-to.
Yeah, what do you do? Pop some mushrooms and then just stick the
To
album
be fair,
on?
I'm not down that road, I've got to be honest with you. Done a bit of coke when I was a young kid, 17, 18, but apart from that, I've not touched it for 40 years, mate. So that's, but I do love Floyd.
I must say, you are missing out.
Dark Side, yes, mate. Absolutely.
Mushrooms are fucking beautiful, especially listening to that. But yeah, I like that. I like
Dark
that.
Side of the Moon.
Yeah, something else, isn't it?
So,
Yeah.
So there you go. That was easy, wasn't it?
I told you. Right, question number 2, here we go, is what sport would be the funniest to do pissed?
Golf.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, it's funny, you're sober.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever tried hitting a golf ball pissed, but it is hysterical.
Yeah, I can imagine.
No, it's just hitting it, just striking the ball pissed is hysterical. Because you would get about 8 inches behind the ball, you take a big duvet that goes further than the ball, and you can't stop laughing.
Yeah.
You just can't stop laughing. I wouldn't recommend it on a proper course.
Yeah.
You know, but I have played golf pissed and it is funny.
Yeah. How many clubs did you end up fucking wanging?
Well, no, because we were just hitting balls. We weren't playing.
Ah, right.
I wouldn't play. I got more.
Just having the crap.
I've got more respect for the etiquette of the game.
Oh, fair play.
To play, but I've actually tried to hit a golf ball pissed, and I've got to be honest. I think I probably wet myself. It was so funny.
Do you know what? I think that would make a good video. You know, filming a few comedians going out and playing.
You've got to be proper
golf.
pissed, though. You've got to be proper pissed.
Right, I'm painting.
Yeah, if you're a little bit boozy, I think you can still strike.
Nah, but mate, we're getting tanked.
Yeah, you've got to be taking.
If you're not slurring, you're not playing. Yeah, all right. Yeah, sad. Yeah. Right, no problem. Right, question number 3. Oh, I like that one. I think we've stumbled on something new there. And if it comes to fruition, do you fancy playing? It's on. Right, what's your favourite cheese?
I have to say, mate, I am not a cheese man.
Piss off.
Joe.
Get out.
He's going to slug me for this, so I'm going to say Dairy Lee, mate.
Do you not like cheese at all? Do you eat Dairy Lee?
I'll have cheese on toast, mate. If I see a cheese board, I think that should be fucking toast.
Alright, so cheese on toast, what would be your go-to cheese?
Just cheddar, mate. Just cheddar. I'm missing out, and my other half, she loves it. She loves all the blue cheese, all the soft cheese, all the French cheeses. I can't, no, not for me, mate.
No.
Sorry.
Dairy Lee.
Dairy Lee,
is
cheddar.
Is that your own that you scrape
well,
off?
yeah, obviously. Immature.
Yeah. Oh dear.
So sorry about that one, mate. I've let you down.
No, that's all right. You have gone down in the estimations, but
well,
I'll let you
I know, mate. I know.
Yeah. Everyone should love cheese. I'm surprised. What is your food of choice then? What do you like? What do you really? What food are you passionate about?
I'm not really a foodie, man. I love a curry. I love an Indian.
There you go.
Vindaloo in particular.
Okay.
And it's not a macho thing. It's not an alpha male thing.
It's just that's.
I just like the taste and texture of a Vindaloo.
Yeah.
I love a medium rare steak. I do like a medium rare steak.
That's me, I'm a medium rare.
The old school with a pate, love a bit of pate. Yeah. Course, obviously.
Pate or salmon paste
no,
that
no,
you used to have
pate,
back in the day. It's got to be.
None of your bloody fish paste at the back of the school bus.
Yeah.
Talking proper pate,
It was back in when I was a kid. It was fish paste sandwiches and fucking crispy pancakes for dinner. It was shit.
Yeah,
I ain't gone near a crispy pancake since.
Yeah, so,
but I did recently have some salmon paste to see if it was as bad as it was when I was a kid.
Yeah, Joe,
I fucking liked it.
Because Joe's not well, she can't swallow, so she's going to have a lot of salmon, and it is as bad as you think it is.
Yeah, well, I liked it. So, but then again, I am a scumbag.
You're a bit council, aren't you?
A bit council.
A bit council.
Mate, I got called posh the other day because I didn't have a fridge in my garden.
Well, yeah. Round here they've got Argos in their garden.
Mate,
That's
round here.
how posh they are round here.
Fucking hell, I used to do the scrap round here
mate,
years ago, mate.
is.
Honestly, fucking hell. I didn't nick anything.
But it's amazing how many places you go to that you'd never go to if you weren't doing this job.
Yeah.
And you realise what a shithole you live in when you see these places.
I did the scrap for 10 years.
That little place with the stream for it and the...
Yeah, that's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, isn't it?
Amazing.
But I did it for 10 years around there, but I did it all legally. I had the whole sign written up and everything. I didn't nick anything, you know, apart from Zimmer frames, because you know you're not getting a chase.
Get chased out.
Yeah. Right, next question. You ready? If an alien landed and you were the first contact, what would you show them?
Well, originally it would have been Upton Park, the cathedral of football, but now we've knocked it down and thought we've replaced it with an athletics bowl. Where would I take them?
What would you show them?
In the UK? In the UK?
Well, you're in the UK.
I'm in the UK, an alien lands down, what would I show them? That's a very, very interesting question, Dougie. So it would have been Upton Park. I can't take them to the bowl because we won't be able to see the pitch, even aliens won't be able to see the pitch from the bowl. Probably Bobby Moore's statue at Wembley.
Oh, that's a good one. Then you'd explain it to
Then
them.
I'd explain the history of West Ham winning the World Cup in '66, Lions, Bobby Moore, Bubbles.
And then after
the
that...
dog finding the trophy when he got lost was called Bubbles.
Was it?
It wasn't, but to me his middle name was Bubbles.
Ah, is that where the song Gone Forever Blowing Bubbles, because they all sucked him off?
The song comes from a Pears soap advert in 1923.
Oh, right.
When West Ham were playing in the cup final and one of their players looked like the fellow in the advert.
Is that true?
That's true.
Mate, if you're not laughing, you're learning.
And that's where the song comes from. And the dog that found the World Cup was called Pickles.
So he weren't Bubbles?
No, but his middle name was Bubbles.
All right.
His middle name was...
You made that up, though.
No, it was Pickles Bubbles Smith, and he found the World Cup.
You're having my
And if you look at the photos of the World Cup, because it's obviously was filmed in black and white, and it's now been colorised, the ribbons are actually claret and blue.
Wow.
People don't know that. They look like red and white, like England colours.
Yeah.
But actually they were claret and blue.
So you were proper hammers then?
Yes, unfortunately.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. Is that where are you from the area?
The family are from Canning Town originally.
Okay. That's
moved out to Romford, and then they moved down to Kent, which is where I'm.
But your roots are.
My roots are Canning Town.
Well, when I was a kid, my uncle was a big Liverpool fan, so I sort of followed in his footsteps, watching Liverpool, and then I drifted off football for years, and then I moved in with one of my pals who was also a Liverpool fan, and he watched football all the time, and I thought, where are you from? I thought, from Cov. Fucking some sky blue. Yeah, and that's it now, I'm sky blue.
So my boy's 34, and he now plays for Canning Town.
Does he?
He actually plays for Canning, even though he lives in Essex.
See that smile on your face then?
He plays, well there's a bit of kudos there.
Yeah, that's nice, man, that's nice.
That's nice, mate.
We're halfway through, John. You enjoying this?
I'm enjoying it, mate.
Good, right, next question, here we go.
Don't get a sore throat talking to you, David.
Mate, it flows, don't it? It flows. I had a mate the other day ring me up, he says, how many takes are these taking? I went, one. I don't want to fuck about, I don't want to be paused, I don't want it to be fake, I want it to be like this, real, John. Right, ready? Do you take the small shower gels from hotels? Be truthful.
No.
You leave them?
I leave.
Do you use them or?
I use them.
Yeah.
I don't take them,
no.
No.
You fucking paid for them, they're yours.
Well, maybe.
If they're gone, they're going to replace them anyway. Do you know why I take them?
Go on.
Because the shower gel at the gym is, it makes my balls itchy. Whereas the shower gels that they give you out in the little ones from the hotels, it's just, and they're normally nice and fragrant. So
you're obviously staying in very good hotels, don't you?
I stay in shitholes. I do a thing called Welcome to the Hotel Can Afford You, which is basically the cheapest shitholes out there, and to see if they're value for money. You've gigged in Hull, haven't you?
I have.
I stayed in the Campanile in Hull, and someone said to me there was fucking shutters on the windows, and it looked like a crack den. The bath was fucking come to my knees, and someone said, you know, they used to hire that out by the hour, don't you? And I was like, fucking hell.
That's where you aren't you, mate?
Yeah.
If you do gig in Hull, just a bit of advice, if you look at the B&B in Barnaby Le Road, which is just the other side of the bridge, so you need to drive. That's a 20-minute drive from the venue. It's a lovely B&B, and I mean lovely, for 30 quid a night.
I found another one.
And honestly, it's lovely.
Yeah, there's a pub. There's an area that's like a shopping centre, but behind the shopping centre, well, there's a Greggs in the shopping centre. Behind that, there's this pub. I stayed there last time. Fucking lovely. I can't remember the name.
Is there a Greggs that you haven't been in?
Not many.
No.
Not many, no. What are you trying to say?
Nothing, mate.
That's all right. Right, next question. Here we go. What fictional character would you like to be friends with and why?
Fiction.
Yeah, that's not real, I found out.
Yeah,
because I'm stupid.
What fictional would I like to be friend and why?
Yeah. Who's your favourite fictional character?
I've got myself a bit of a realist, Dougie. These fictionals, they don't really float my boat, mate.
What, you're not a Superman fan?
I suppose it would have to be the baddie out of The Boys. Highlander.
Oh yeah,
the blonde one.
The one who
the Superman's strength, but he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah, the one who fucking who done Sean Connery.
Did he do Sean? No, I didn't do
In Highlander.
No, not Highlander. The Boys, the superhero thing.
Oh yeah, the one that's meant to be
Homelander.
The one that's meant to be a fucking really nice guy, but he kills everyone.
Yeah, him.
So you like the baddies?
Oh, crikey, yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got that power, right, and you're Superman, and you're come on.
Well, you kill everyone.
Well, but you do it very subtly, you do it very sneakily.
I've got to watch you, ain't I?
The best Superman one is when he's flicking peanuts at the bar.
Yeah.
That's when everyone went, yeah, he's real. He's a real.
Yeah.
Whereas
he has a bad day.
Homelander's like that all the time, and he's cunning and he's.
Yeah.
So he would do my dirty work for me.
Yeah.
Promoters that don't book me, they'd soon disappear.
Yeah.
And I just.
There ain't many that don't book you, John. You're
fucking
fucking good at what you do. Right, we've still got 4 minutes left. Right, let's go for the next one. Next question is, if you could come back as an animal, what would it be and why?
It's got to be a cat, innit? Because they're just having it off, aren't they?
They're just fucking... I've got a dog.
They're just having it off.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
They're fun, but
loyal as fuck, but cats, they do not give a shit.
Cats are cunts, full story.
Yeah.
But it goes with the territory. That's what they are.
Yeah.
My mate Pete Graham, he sent me a poster once of all the breeds of cats. Like there was like 30 cats of breeds, and each one was come. Because that's what they are. That's what they do.
I love cats. I do.
We've got a short-haired British hair, and he's beautiful. He's got a bit of a heart problem, but he's beautiful.
Yeah.
But he's just learned that there's outside because he was an indoor cat.
Yeah.
So he now goes outside. He's scrapping all the time. Keeps us awake all night, and I mean all night. Gets you up when you bring him in. But we still love him.
Yeah.
And,
mine's there in the morning, headbutting me, and I'm thinking, oh, this cat loves me. And then the minute I stand up, bosh, straight over to its tub for food. And I'm like, you don't give a shit about me, I'm just here to feed you.
Our other cat was a rescue cat called Baggy, and he was a big ginger boy, and he was homeless for 4 years before we had him. And he was just the most loving, he appreciated what he had.
Yeah.
He appreciated the comfort,
so
appreciated the food.
What are you saying then?
Was the one we've got now, because he's been spoiled all his life.
Yeah.
He doesn't know, he doesn't realise.
So kick him out for 4 years and then they'll
I'm thinking
appreciate
about moving,
it.
Doug. I'm thinking about kicking him out and moving.
See if he can find his
there
way
you go.
out. Yeah.
How smart you are now, mate.
I like it. Right, let's go for another one. We have got 2 minutes left. Next question is, if you had the power to introduce one law, what would it be?
Don't be a cunt.
Do you know what? John Wagstaff said that yesterday, and he said that, who was it that was on Britain's Got Talent? Nick Page.
Yeah.
He says Nick Page told him early on in his career, 2 things, be funny and don't be a cunt.
Yeah.
And I think, to hear that, I I think that should be the ethos for us all, innit? Don't be a cunt, plain and simple. Yes, I like that. Right, next up we have this one. We've still got a minute and a half left. So, if you had to have a tattoo, what would it be?
It'll be like cross cameras, obviously, or a West Ham badge. It'll be something along them lines, a Bobby Moore on the shoulder.
Yeah.
It'll be West Ham related of sorts.
Something that's got meaning to you.
Absolutely.
You are claret and blue.
And something that goes back to the family's roots, because my dad was West Ham, my granddad was West Ham, my great granddad was West Ham. So we're going back from the original days of Iron Thames work, which is what the original club were called in 1880. That's what the Hammers were. So it would be something related to that.
I'm fucking getting educated here as well.
You are, mate.
I like it. Right, we've got time for one two more, maybe two, we'll see. So, worst gift you've ever received? Can you say it?
Worst gift? I don't know, probably gonorrhea.
I may have had it. Fucking hell. It's like green custard coming out your knob. And it tastes fucking rank.
It does.
Yeah.
Can't use it as toothpaste, mate.
no, disgusting stuff. Do you know what the best present I ever had was? I've had a couple. My missus got me tickets to see Razorlight and get to meet them afterwards on the new album.
Right.
But the best present she ever got me, before I got into comedy, there was a few people that I admired and that sort of give me the push. John Bishop was one because he did his Live at the Apollo thing where he said about. But there was another one, Eddie the Eagle Edwards. Right?
Okay.
When this film came out, I was like, it was so inspiring because he shouldn't have been able to do what he did, but he did. And I was thick as fuck, and I never thought I'd make it doing this. But
His career went downhill after.
Hey, sticking on your veins. But check this out, my missus contacted him, right? Yeah. She had to go through a few different people. She got this email, got in touch with him and said, my fella loves you, you're an inspiration, because of you he got into comedy. How much for you to do a personalised video to him for his birthday? He went, I don't do them. He went, but I'll do it for him.
Nice.
He got in his equipment, held his skis with his helmet on, did a personalised birthday video to me. Mate, that there.
Where did he hang his gold medal? I know he didn't get a gold
medal. No, he didn't need one, mate, because like, to me...
He won the gold of life.
Yeah. What a guy. Well, do you know what? We have gone over time, but I don't care. I'm doing one last question with you. Do you want to pick it out, John?
There you go, mate.
Okay, here we go. Last question is... strange, interesting fact you know.
Now, I should know this, because I'm always reading up facts because it's a great way to get an idea for a joke. Yeah. So I've got on my phone, I've got so many fact apps. Yeah. But I cannot. What a strange, interesting. God, why is my mind I've gone blank, mate.
Don't worry, that's the beauty of this. If you go blank, we go to another question, but you can't because it's all over. So what a time to go blank.
Times.
Yeah, but don't worry anyway. John, this has been lovely, man. Have you got anything that you're plugging, anything you're doing?
No, I don't, mate. You know what I do, mate. I'm just on the circuit. I'm just picking up gigs as they come in. Yeah. I'm not one for touring. When I started this, it was to be a jobbing comic. I never had a lot of ambition. You know, I've done the cruises, I've done the Census tours, I've done a few army gigs. I'm just happy.
You just want work.
I'm just happy working, mate.
Yeah.
You know?
And you're a busy man, aren't you?
Well, I could be busier. Obviously, health issues with my back means I've got to be very careful now. Yeah. I'm down. I literally can't do much more than 6 to 8 gigs a month, which isn't great. But look, because of circumstances, I can do it.
Yeah. And it keeps you toe in the water. The beauty of this job as well is you can virtually do it till you die, can't you?
You can. I know a lot of acts I work with are now about 4 or 5 times a week. You know what? I wouldn't even want to do that. I'm 58 for fuck's sake, and because of the travelling involved. Because in the old day, you drive to a Jongleurs, wherever it may be, Birmingham, Portsmouth, Leeds, Nottingham, and you stayed there all weekend. Yeah. Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Whereas now
you're literally all over. And time you do the sums and look at what you've earned, you won't earn a lot of money. Because there, you didn't have any expenses. Yeah. Your petrol was paid for, not your petrol, your hotel was paid for, your parking was paid for, your hotel, obviously, and you got the check on the Monday. It was a living. I'm not sure that being a jobbing comic now is a proper living. You can make a few quid at it, but when you think on how expensive life is these days.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure.
I think I'm going to be all right soon because, like, once the mortgage is done.
Well, mine is as good as that.
Yeah.
Mine's less than 100 quid a month.
Yeah, so I can take my. I was planning on taking my foot off the gas and then just because I'm getting to the point now where I'm starting to earn decent. But like you say, could it cover all my bills? No. But once my bills dropped down, but then I went and did some gigs in Malaga.
Yeah.
And the lady over there told me how much a property is for a month in Malaga. So I'm thinking, do you know what? Once the mortgage is done, I'll carry on working. And then in January, I'll fuck off to Spain for a month.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to live to enjoy my life.
Mate, life is too short, and we do worry about the future, and we do plan for the future. You know what? You have to live for today. Don't be an idiot.
Yeah.
Don't be an idiot. Look after yourself, but you've got to live today as well.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Because
I'll look after myself.
Life can come at you very quickly.
Yeah, of course it can. I've
I
lost
know,
a lot of
people,
friends.
a lot of established people, a lot of established comics,
Yeah.
a lot of established promoters are on their uppers at the moment.
Yeah.
Life comes at you very, very quickly.
Yeah.
It's not easy, mate. It's
Yeah.
not easy.
Every day above ground is a good day, mate.
Yeah.
John,
Thank
thank
you,
you
mate.
very much for this. Was that all right for you?
All good, mate.
Yeah, sound. And then we're going to go out there and smash the shit out of this now?
We'll see.
Mate, be confident.
I'm always confident.
I know what you're capable of.
Always confident.
It's just down to the MC. If the MC does a good job,
So
he'll
we're
set it
fucked.
up. Yeah, we're fucked
So we're
because I'm the
fucked.
MC. So anyway, thanks for watching.
Thank you,
and,
guys. Thank you.
Like I said as well, if you've got any questions, anything like that you want to stick in the bucket, give me a shout. Drop them in the comments, and I'll add them.
ladies, I am married, so sorry about that.
Yeah.
So no private DMs or any of that bullshit.
Yeah.
Unless you're fit, of course. Unless you're fit.
Yeah. Right. Cheers for that, John. See you later.